Have you been wanting to sell printables on Etsy, but every time you look up digital products, it seems like there are so many of every digital product on Etsy. And you're also hearing all over the place that the market is oversaturated for digital products. Don't worry, I've got you. In this video, I'll explain why it feels like everything is overcrowded in the digital product space on Etsy and how you can overcome it and start your own business selling printables on Etsy. If you look up any printable terms on Etsy, you usually find tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of results. The main problem when people look for printables to sell is that they're not getting specific enough. Selling generic thank you tags back in 2016 might have worked, but now there are millions more sellers on Etsy, and you have to sell something more specific than that. When you get more creative and specific, you are catering to a smaller audience, but there's a lot less competition. But then the question is, how do you come up with these more specific ideas of printables to make? There are a few different ways that you can do this. One way is to combine a trend with like an occasion or a holiday or a season, something like that. But in that instance, you're going to need to keep up with what all the things are that are trending on your own. Another thing you could do is search Pinterest for ideas and see if you can come up with any more specific themes or ideas for your products. And then my favorite way to find specific products is by using a search tool like Sales Samurai. I have to tell you, I've tried a lot of Etsy keyword research tools, and this is the only one that I can find those specific products so easily. And no, this is not sponsored by Sales Samurai, but I do have a link in the description and a discount code for you if you would like to try out Sales Samurai. You can get a free trial and then 20% off of your monthly subscription. Let me show you how you can find a more specific term for something like thank you tags. So here we are on Sales Samurai. I've gone to the search tab over here and I put in printable thank you tags, and you can see there's only a search volume of 13,000 and there's 78,000 competitors for that term. So when we go to this Etsy most trending area, this is where we can find the hidden gems. We want to look for more search volume, less competition. So these two right here would not apply. None of these apply because the competition is higher than the search volume. So if we go down here, now we start getting into some special ones. So thank you cookie tags printable. Would you have thought of that on your own? Maybe, but probably not. The rest of these are not good. So let's go to page 2. So here's a really good one, Hawaiian thank you tags. This has 13,000 search volume and only 472 competitors. Bear thank you tags is another good one. Dinosaur thank you tags. Now, yes, you could come up with these on your own, but would you? That's the question. I don't think like this. You know, you'd have to literally think of like every single possible theme and not know if it's really good or not. So this allows you to find out if these are good terms. Here's another good one, football thank you tags. And then princess thank you tags and wildflower thank you tags. All of these are really good search terms with lower competition and higher search volume. So that's how you find these specific printables that you can make and actually get seen in the search results and get found. And this is how you make yourself stand out in a supposedly oversaturated market, because you're still in the thank you tags market, but you're now getting so specific that you're targeting a certain customer. By doing this, you'll never run out of good ideas of printables and digital products to make to sell on Etsy. It's a gold mine. Another thing that you can do to stand out in an oversaturated market or overcrowded market is to do your own marketing. You can do this through social media, through email marketing, and through Etsy's marketing tools. I actually increased my sales by 10% on Etsy just by using their abandoned cart, favorites, and thank you emails. And it cost me absolutely nothing to be able to put it in place. And it took me literally 1 minute to set up, if that. Not only does sending your own traffic to your Etsy shop help you get sales, but it also helps you get boosted up in Etsy's algorithm, because the more sales you make, the more Etsy promotes your listing. You can sit there and wait for Etsy to send you customers, but if you're serious about making your business work, you'll need to put in some effort. I also see a lot of sellers who think they need to have hundreds or thousands of products to be successful, and that is just simply not true. So they spend all their time creating new products and creating listings, but they're not spending any time at all trying to make sales. So here's my rule of thumb for this. Once you have 20 products in your shop, you should be spending 50% of your time promoting your products and 50% making new products. You don't have a business if you're not making any sales. You just have a hobby. And I'm guessing you want it to be more than a hobby if you're watching this video. If you want to learn all the ins and outs of making and selling printables, be sure to get on the wait list for my course. I'm just finishing up the beta round with my very first students. When we're finished and I put the final touches on the program, it's going to be open for enrollment again. So get on the wait list to be the first to know when that is.